Ist doch nicht wahr. So ein Scheißdreck. Na, stell, wo du nicht mehr zubekommst. Da wie steppert. Wo fällt die eine Axt außer, verdammt nochmal? Greetings, my fellow brick fans. Welcome back to my channel. Yeah, as you have seen in the last video, I'm taking on the build of this wonderful, not Lamborghini, by Cada. Yeah, so far we have a part of the rear axle. Some of the gears just sit in place without any securing or anything, so if you shake it too much, parts tend to fall off. I had to stop in the middle of section A as we were heading for the Kiss concert in Vienna. It was an amazing show, so if you have the chance to get some tickets for their final tour, give it a try. You won't regret it. It's fantastic. Lots of fire and explosions, and the sound is just great. Really, woo! If they should decide to make a, well, Stones maneuver and go on another farewell tour and maybe another one, we'll be there. Yeah, but enough about amazing and fantastic music. Let's get back to business. Yeah, and as I've showed you, we're in the middle of section A with the rear axle. I would say some pieces are left in my trays and here on the table, and hopefully my other phone will be a bit nicer with the focus with us this time and not just focus here on this piece. I don't know why I thought that would be the most interesting part of any video ever. But okay, smartphone, it's smart, so it knows more than we do. Now, enough blabbering, let's start building. Just gotta show you this little switch segment in between. Really cool building technique. Some lift arms or whatever you may call them, and short ones in the front, and guess this gear will take up some, don't know, action from other gears, of course, and then it always turns 90 degrees because this little axle connector here, the red one, is just pinched in between those two short lift arms, which are held together by bushings and a rubber band. And so, every 90 degrees, it just snaps into place and holds there. Really cool, simple, and it works. Love such funny stuff, and I'm really curious what this will end up being. So let's continue. Das Dreck, verdammter. So, so heiß ist. Was noch ein Scheiß. An einer Stelle, wo du nicht mehr zubekommst. Ist doch nicht wahr. So ein Scheißdreck. Das wird nicht wieder abbaut. Gehst du wieder in, du Arschloch. Was hat du für Dreck? Bitte nicht. Jetzt ist der Scheiß wieder da unten reingekupft. Scheiß doch echt der Hund drauf. Da wie steppert. Sie ist ja nicht wahr. Kannst den Scheißer oben, kommt er wieder runter. Ich hau einen Hut drauf, jetzt ist mir sowas verwurscht. Passt schon. Okay, danke, jetzt weiß ich, was alle gemeint haben. Gescheißen einfach nur, du Dreckskiwi, du Unnötiger. Ich mag nimmer. Ich mag nimmer. Ja, voll runter, Arschloch. Einen kleinen Fehler habe ich gemacht. Wo fällt die eine Achse außer, verdammt nochmal? Wenigstens wissen, was ich da tun soll. So, Module A is finished. Finally. Well, I said slow and steady wins the race. That's definitely true. But you have to keep your eyes really open and look what you're doing, because a slight moment without really looking can get you in a lot of trouble with a set like this. Boy, that was nerve-wracking. I was that close to throwing the whole bunch directly into the bin, but I ripped it apart. I hoped I could take it apart as the axle and the gearbox were just married, but no, you pull it apart and of course the pieces don't come loose as you hope to. No, in different places the axles fall out and you have stuff all over your table, and yeah, blood pressure rises and anger management tries to kick in really hard, but living on the edge. But after a bit more than an hour I was able to have it reconstructed and did the last few steps from module A, and yeah, here we are. So far everything is pretty secure except for the brakes. I hope that there will happen something that keeps them together, or I'll just lose them on the way or whatever, but they're just eye candy, so if you lose them, no tragedy. Here I decided to try to put on the stickers Mad Bull, because I thought, oh, they are for the brakes. There it could look kind of funny. So yeah, the stickers are way longer than the piece, so you could put it around the corner, but it doesn't stick that well, so I think I'll have to cut them a bit shorter. And yeah, otherwise I think you won't see it underneath the wheels really. Yeah, the error I made was here is a little, maybe here, between those 10 colored gears is a lift arm, 3 long, which looks down and is linked to an axle. And yeah, this linkage didn't happen, and so the lift arm was a bit to the side and locked the differential. Yeah, so that was definitely no fun. There was no chance, just pulling some piece on top or bottom away to somehow wiggle it into place. And yeah, so that was my hour of suffering. But yeah, overall I have to say it's a fascinating build, interesting build. There were one or two steps where I really would have needed a third, fourth and maybe fifth hand, but with a little bit of balancing it went rather okay. And now that the first wave of anger is calming down, I like it so far. Those brake calipers always falling off are a bit annoying. I hope there will be something that holds them in, or you just put something here and with a string or something you can mount it here with this little knob, I guess. So yeah, well, take a good look at the instructions and always have in sight what's still wiggly and where it should end up. Makes life way easier, and especially builds like that. And yeah, I'd say that's enough for today. I think I've spent now 2.5 hours for, in fact, part A, building 1.5 times. So it's pretty steamy here in the studio, and I am done for today. What got me worried a bit is this 5-long axle. After I put everything back together, this was laying on the table. I went through the instructions, also the paper version, because it's easier to just search where this piece is used. And every time I saw it in the list, this axle was already where it should be. I have no idea where this belongs, and I was pretty worried because that's not a piece that comes usually as a spare. But as you can see, there are a few non-typical pieces. For example, this link piece here. Don't know, I guess we'll need it later. And two of those are still here. And yeah, of those black ones, none was used yet, so I guess they will come some point later, and just got into the first bunch of pieces. Don't know why, maybe some sorting for other stuff, other sets, I have no idea. But yeah, so far so good. Even though I was screaming and ranting and cursing and wow, luckily the door was closed. My poor wife had to hear a lot of not so nice stuff anyways, and yeah, still enjoy this build. Maybe I'm a bit of a masochist, but no pain, no gain. And yeah, so that's it for this video. If you wanna see me enjoy or suffer, or maybe both, in the next steps, you should definitely subscribe to my channel. And if you don't want to miss, as soon as the next episode is up, you could also hit the bell button. Ding ding, and YouTube should inform you whenever something new is up. Yeah, hope you have a great day. Wish you all the best. See you in the next one. Bye bye.